All right.
How about some deep league targets?
Sure.
Because Darnold's only 64% available. The Traveler's only 58% available. You might have to go deeper into your bag. Aaron Rodgers is on the board against a Colts. The Colts are great, but their secondary is not. He's only 53% available, but a matchup where Rodgers should be able to put up points. And then if you're really desperate, and I wouldn't feel great about this one at all, Matthew, I wouldn't even feel average about this one. J.J. McCarthy is out there against Detroit. Maybe he runs because that's something he could fall back on. I just don't know what to expect from J.J. McCarthy.
Lions secondary's been beat up. Now, they played better recently, but the defense over the last 4 weeks is averaging over 20 fantasy points allowed to opposing quarterbacks. So I think if you buy, again, you have to kind of squint and talk yourself into it.
In like a two-quarterback situation.
Yeah, of course. You have to squint and talk yourself into it, but he is throwing to Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, T.J. Hawkinson, in theory, right? In a game that should be fairly high scoring. It's 47.5, by the way, and the Lions are 8.5-point favorites. So in theory, they're going to be throwing a lot in a game that should be fairly high scoring.
The team total has got to be around like 18 to 20.
Yeah, you're hoping for 2 touchdowns, maybe gets you a little bit of rushing, maybe gets you, 25, 30 yards. Again, it's not ideal, but if you're down, if you're in a league where you're like, I just lost Dylan Gabriel.
Right.
Yeah.
This is a real situation.
There are going to be people out there that have that situation. As long as we're on McCarthy here for a second, Connor, I know people want to kill the kid, right?
Yeah.
And they're just like, he's played 2 games in his NFL career. I get we've had 1 good quarter, but I thought Bo Nix looked like he shouldn't be in the NFL for the first 3 games of last year, his rookie season.
Yeah.
He looked like, I'm like, oh my God, this is the worst quarterback there's ever. And obviously, then Bo Nix led him to a playoff game.
Right. Even Caleb had some really bad, that were on him, not just the environment in his rookie season.
Go back and watch.
Drake May had his bad moments.
Drake May had his
MVP candidate Drake May.
Go back and watch it because he played. This is back in the day when rookies played a lot in the preseason. Go watch Cam Newton's preseason, his rookie year. He looked like what was going on, and then his first game of the year, then he throws 4 touchdowns. I think 3 or 4 touchdowns against Arizona, and it was just like, okay. Cam Newton came to play. But my point is like sometimes it takes quarterbacks a little bit longer.
Sure.
And this is way too soon to write off J.J. McCarthy.
And I think if you're trying to talk yourself into it, as we have a comment here, J.J. just needs to beat Joe Flacco. Quick passes to J.J. and Addison. That is from XYZ or. I mean, you would think they try to tailor the offense a little more friendly to him with quick game. The problem is the opposition might know that. I think if you're trying to talk yourself into this with J.J. McCarthy, 1, you need to bet on the athleticism, of course. Right. And then 2, that maybe the injury and watching, as Carson Wentz wasn't great, but watching this from close, he's been on the sideline, as we saw the clip of him jumping over people, helps him slow things down a little bit. Because, with the surgery last year, he was just completely away from things. And, this would be a stash situation.
Yeah.
Did
you like McCarthy coming out?
I had him the lowest of all the quarterbacks. So, actually, I think I might have had him and Bo together.
Okay.
But I didn't.
You had Penix ahead of him.
I had Penix ahead of him, Jaden ahead of him, Caleb and Drake May ahead of him. And I thought there was a difference of the tier of those guys compared to the other 2. And Bo, it's been up and down this year, but he's obviously, I think, punched above what I expected. JJ has been kind of exactly what I expected. A developmental day 2 guy that got drafted in the top 12.
Right. Again, you're talking yourself into you're believing in the system, you're believing in the game script as a more than a touchdown underdog, and you're buying into the weapons that he has plus a little bit of the legs. Again, so it's not ideal. But to your point but by the way, Bo Nix found himself in the perfect situation. Like this, we've talked about this all the time, and about when players go to a coach that uses their skill set versus a coach that doesn't. Sean Payton, I don't think Bo Nix is a star quarterback in many teams on the NFL, but in Sean Payton's system, it works.
And Sean Payton was really the guy that was going to take him in the top 12 or the top 15, the top 20. Bo Nix wasn't viewed as a consensus first-round quarterback across the league.
No.
Drake May was, Jaden Daniels was, Caleb Williams was, but Bo Nix was a little bit of a bolder draft pick where people are like, Bo Nix in the top. And Sean Payton was right because it's for his system,
right?
Like you said. So, and even when you can go back and look at this from multiple guys. Mahomes is Mahomes now, but Mahomes in his draft was not viewed that way.
No.
But Andy Reid knew exactly what he had to do with him while he was developing, and then he turned to a superstar.
Yeah.
Josh Allen with the Bills.
I've made this argument a million times. Patrick Mahomes with any other coach than Andy Reid is not face of the NFL, multiple MVP,
As
Super
fast
Bowl
as
MVP.
it happened.
Correct.
And he would be the first to say that.
Yes. No,
So-
1,000%. He landed in a great situation where he could learn from Alex Smith for a year, and he got Andy Reid, who is one of the all-time great offensive minds in the history of the NFL. Look at what, I always say this, look at what Kevin Cobb and Donovan McNabb and Mike Kafka and any of these other guys did when they were coached by Andy Reid,
Right.
Jeff Garcia, and when they weren't coached by Andy Reid.
Right.
Anyway.
Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and RotoWorld.com, and I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched, or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest RotoWorld fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.